Hello everybody and welcome to hole number 9, part 5 of the Southern Pines in the 9-hole cup of the Southern Pines. The video is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic, so let's go. We're playing from the second tee, which is going to give us a little bit more distance from the tee, of course, to bounce over the bunker. And I'm going to do exactly the same as our opponent is doing. I'm going to go max overpower, try to get the ball to bounce in the rough on the other side to roll out on the fairway. The reason I'm taking that approach, even though it's a max overpower shot, is because if we can just get over the bunker, the possibility to get close to the green, of course, is going to be much higher than if we're going to lay up on the left or on the right before the rough. The only thing to have in mind here, if you do not have 6 bars of topspin at least on your extra mile, and also the extra mile level 8 as we're having here, then in headwind I would advise you to not play that shot, because that could put you in the bunker, and that would be the same as laying up before the bunker. Then we'd rather lay up and take it from there. Power 3 ball is a must here. If we're gonna have even a single chance to reach for the green here in 2, if we bounce over directly, then a power 3 ball is a must. I would also consider playing with a power 5 ball if we do have someone to spare, especially with a crosswind. A power 5 ball would help us definitely to reach over, and as it will have stronger wind, and having a crosswind, that wouldn't be any problem for us to adjust for, but especially for the second shot, the power 5 ball will help tremendously. If we do have a tailwind, that is a straight tailwind, we can actually drive over the bunker directly with a power 5 ball. But you know, the wind in the tournament is going to decide so much, but in a regular tour play situation here, we will have to try to get over the bunker with basically every type of wind except them for headwind. For the second shot, we do need distance. Here we do want to play with a big dog, or we do want to play with a cataclysm. Of course, if we can't reach over the bunker and the rough, there is no need to play with a big dog. Then we can play with a sniper, as we're going to have the sniper as an approach shot as well from distance. But if we do have so we can get over, then we do need to play with a club that gives us topspin, gives us distance, so we can bounce over the rough there and then have an easier time to chip it in from distance. The drive, before we go to second shot, needs to be played 10% downhill. 10! And then we do have the big dog here. As you can see here, there is a space between those trees. And now when I went so short, and instead of curling around the trees, I'm actually gonna play in between the trees there to get myself over the rough. A little bit more aggressive than normal, but it's definitely working. Hit it tiny great right, and it's going to be no problem. I'm gonna bounce over the rough and leave ourselves over for nice and a possible eagle ship here. This is going to be a hole where a lot of people going to make a birdie, especially if the wind is going to be crosswind or in some form a minor tailwind. But if we do have a tailwind, this is going to be a must eagle in my opinion to be able to get there to the top. The Southern Pines in general are super tough courses and requires a lot of skill and a lot of focus. And this is one of the holes here. You have 2 or maybe 3 shots where you need to be absolutely super focused and hit the ball close to perfect, if not perfect, to get yourself that eagle. So, our opponent's going to go with the Saturn here, and it's actually going to get this ball in the hole, if I'm not remembering correctly here. Is it perfect? Gonna go with backspin, and here you approach the pin, of course, as you want to. A beautiful shot from our opponent there. Beautiful backspin shot there. And now our turn, we're gonna go have an end bringer, and of course, as always with these wedges, it's like, we're gonna be there, but if we're not having the day, we're not gonna get it in the hole. So, really, the thing that I like here from this position is like, I would love to go for the dunk, because we're not going to add or subtract anything, and if it could be in complete minimum distance, I would go for the dunk. Now I'm playing with the endbringer, aiming close to the pin, because I don't like the green, because the green is very glitchy when it comes to the ball guidelines. So sometimes it stops short, sometimes it rolls as it should. So I'd rather go and bounce directly towards the pin, even though it's a longer distance, but giving myself that as a better chance in my opinion. Now we missed that, I hope we won't do in the tournament. So this was hole number 9, part 5 of the Southern Pines in the Southern Pines 9-hole cup. If you'd like the video and the content, take your time, hit thumbs up before you go. The video is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. Good luck in the 9-hole cup.